Welcome to Chapter 25, Progressive Muscular Relaxation, or PMR. So the nerves in our muscles can cause tension, and when we're stressed, it often causes muscle tension. And when we have muscle tension, we're not relaxed. Muscle tension is actually the #1 system of stress in our body. So you can see here that there are nerves that are attached to our muscles, and every time we want to move part of our body, the motor neuron sends an impulse to the muscle that makes it contract, so we move. There's actually 3 different types of muscle contractions. There's concentric, this is when the length of the muscle shortens, concentric when the size of the muscle lengthens, and isometric. This is when the muscle contraction shows no visible change in the length of the muscle fiber, and there's not a major motion that causes the muscle to move. This type of contraction is the most commonly associated with painful muscle tension that's caused by stress. And when there's repeated nerve stimulation sent to the muscle caused by stress, we get tension headaches, a stiff neck or a lower back pain, stomach cramps, or even TMJ issues, which affect the jaw muscle. They ache or the jaw can click. Even when we think we are relaxed, there can be a small amount of muscle tension, and this is called residual tension. So Dr. Edmund Jacobson noticed that a lot of his patients had one thing in common. They had muscle tension along with whatever they were coming in to be seen for. So he thought if he could get them to relax their muscles and better yet be aware of the muscle tension, that they could deal with it and be able to release that muscle tension. The second part is really important because he noticed that most people don't even realize that they have muscle tension. So he developed PMR, a relaxation technique where the muscles are tensed and then relaxed in muscle groups in a systematic and progressive fashion to decrease muscle tension. I'll tell you for myself, I'll notice every once in a while that I have, when I'm doing schoolwork or typing, that I actually tighten up my shoulder muscles, and I actually have my shoulder up near my ears, and then I'll realize it. I'll have to push my shoulder down and relax it, and I actually get a lot of knots in my shoulders, and it's been helpful to notice that because I'm tensing my muscles and not even realizing it. And the result is a 0 firing threshold, and this is when there is complete muscular relaxation with no tension. With regular practice of this technique, we can become more aware of when we're tensing our muscles, and then we can release that tension. PMR is actually the first relaxation technique that was used in the U.S. long before yoga, meditation, and other international types of techniques were used here. If you took a college class about relaxation, this is what you learned. It may be hard to imagine, but the words stress and relaxation were not in the American vocabulary prior to World War II. It's when Jacobson published his book about PMR that relaxation became a household word. This guy here definitely has to work on his muscle tension. Okay, so how do we do this? So we start with the feet first and we work our way up to the head. We're going to isolate our muscle group, so let's just say our legs. We work the same muscle group on each side of the body at the same time. We're going to hold the contraction in our legs for about 5 to 10 seconds with a little time in between. We really want to focus on the intensity of the contraction. If it's really, really intense, somewhere in the middle, or a slight contraction. So during the relaxation phases in between each contraction, we compare what it feels like to have tense muscles and relaxed muscles. What are some benefits of doing this? Well, we decrease that tension, we can decrease pain, and it is actually shown to help people get over the habit from smoking. Many adaptations have been made from this original form of PMR, but they definitely are all very helpful for reducing stress. Okay, how do we start doing a PMR? Well, first it's very helpful if you're either sitting or lying down and you're in a comfortable position. And focus on your breathing. Diaphragmatically breathe to get yourself relaxed and comfortable. And then it's really helpful if you concentrate on what you're doing. I do want to note that if people have hypertension, this is not suggested because it can aggravate your condition. So now I want you to practice PMR. There is an audio link in the folder for this part of the lesson, and hope you find it helpful.